This video I've entitled Amateur Radio Estate Sale How To. Although a few of us want to talk about it, all of us will end up as a silent key. It's just inevitable. One thing that we all should consider, what's going to happen to our ham gear once we're gone? I have had the honor, and yes, it's an honor, to sell a departed ham's radio equipment once they have departed. First of all, you hope the amateur radio operator has a last will and testament. Unfortunately, most hams never put their equipment in there. So what to do with the equipment? The right way to do it is have an estate sale. But when it comes to amateur radio equipment, it has to be a little different. What I usually have done, though I prefer to have something prearranged, I usually ask one of the members of the family, and I kind of phrase it like this. After giving my condolences to the family, I just ask a simple question. Have arrangements been made regarding so-and-so's amateur radio equipment? Usually you'll get a no. The next thing that I tell them is I'm willing to help the family take care of that burden. In the few times that I've actually done this, you actually get a sign of relief. In the coming days, I always set up an appointment to go over and visit and figure out what the best plan is. Once it's agreed on to help the family with the equipment, I do two things. First of all, I make up a contract, basically stating I'm here to take care of the amateur radio equipment. The reason I do a contract is that way there is no question as to what my purpose is. In one case, we set it up so that when the equipment was sold, the family had to agree on the price. In another case, I was asked to get the best price. In either case, I feel a contract is necessary. So now what about the equipment? Okay, here's where the spreadsheet comes in. First of all, I write down all the equipment, and I do mean all. In my example, I'm only showing the radios themselves, and I always use a Google Doc and share it with the family. First question I ask about the equipment, was it connected? And usually in most cases, you'll be able to answer that yourself. Second question is, does it work? There's a lot of ham radio operators out there that have old vintage equipment that doesn't work, but we just continue to hold on to it. The next question is it complete? Or is there stuff missing, or what kind of condition is it in? Next thing I do is the value. Since most of this equipment is used and most likely discontinued, that can be the most difficult part of the whole process. There's a few places that I go to get value. Swap.qth.com, eham.com, and even eBay, although I will never sell a piece of equipment on eBay. Once the item is sold, I make a copy of the receipt as well as a copy of the payment. Also in the remarks area, I put where it was sold and maybe a description of why it was sold at that price. Then the only thing left to do, once everything is sold, is to present the check to the family. I always give them all the receipts, including the spreadsheet, so they have proper documentation for the sale. Doing an estate sale is not a fun job, but it is an honor and should be treated as such. I hope this video has been helpful, and 7-3 from N9 LVS.